Welcome to the Microvote Infinity VVPAT voting system. In this video, we will instruct you how to set up the voting system, how to vote, and how to close or tally the system. Roll the voting booth into position where it will be used. Place the booth on its long side with the handle facing up. With assistance, place the booth on a table for easier access. Undo the Velcro straps and pull each leg out. Rotate each leg clockwise until it is locked in place. With assistance, stand up the booth. Clip the security seal and open the lid. Let's now define the components within the booth. Voting machine, VVPAT printer, power cord reel, printer and ADA port, privacy curtains. The internal components are already connected. To connect to power, feed the single cord through the back of the booth and plug it in. After the power cord is plugged in, the VVPAT will automatically turn on. Verify the VVPAT has power by confirming the green and orange lights on the front of the VVPAT are visible. To turn the voting machine on, flip the switch on the back of the machine. To set up the privacy curtains, remove the curtains from the lid, insert them into the orange brackets, pushing firmly to make sure they are secure. Now that the voting machine and VVPAT are set up, we are ready to go through the steps to start the voting machine for use. With no card inserted, push the red Cast Vote button. This can also be done throughout the day to verify the number of votes recorded. The screen will go dark after a few seconds. To bring the screen back, just hit the red Cast Vote button again. Verify the mode at the top of the machine says Locked. This confirms the voting machine has been programmed for the election, but hasn't yet been started for use in the election. Verify the county name, the election name, the election date and time, and that the precinct name is correct. If the machine is programmed with more than one precinct, the precinct will say multiple. Verify the number of votes recorded at the bottom of the screen is 0. Verify the panel number matches the tag for the booth. If county procedures require, verify that the protective count number matches the number in the paperwork provided. If any of this information displayed on the screen is incorrect, contact election headquarters for the next steps. Locate the Infinity envelope among your election materials and remove the green start card. Insert the start card as shown. Enter the security code provided in your election paperwork and hit Done. Locate the zero-proof tally tape printer in the precinct kit bag. Connect the cable from the zero-proof tally tape printer to the printer and ADA port located at the front of the booth. Now push the button on the voting machine next to Print Zero-Proof. At this point, in order to ensure that the VVPAT is correctly connected to the voting machine, the first thing to print is a header on the VVPAT itself. Inspect the VVPAT to ensure that a header did print. Then, on the voting machine, push the button next to Yes to acknowledge that the VVPAT header printed. Now the zero-proof report will start to print on the zero-proof printer. Follow county procedures regarding how many to print and who signs the zero-proof printout. To activate the voting machine, press the button next to Start Election. On the next screen, push the button next to Start. Confirm at the top of the screen that the mode is now voting enabled. Remove the start card from the machine and unplug the zero-proof tally tape printer. Repeat the process on all of the machines at the polling location. Return the zero-proof tally tape printer to the precinct bag and return the green start card to the Infinity envelope. The next section of the video will instruct you how to activate the voting machine for each voter and explain the voting process. Upon entering the booth to activate the voting machine for a voter, the poll worker should first ensure that the prior voter completed casting their ballot by confirming that the screen is dark, the red cast vote lights are not lit, and there is no ballot visible in the VVPAT viewing window. If any of these conditions exist, redirect the voter to a different machine and inform the head poll worker at the polling location. Activating voting machines for voters on Election Day requires the blue vote card. For use in early voting, you may be using a gray card. Please refer to your written instructions for that process. For Election Day, locate the blue vote cards in the Infinity envelope. Any vote card can work on any voting machine. Insert the vote card into the machine. If there is only one ballot style, or if the vote card has been encoded by an electronic poll book, then the message displayed is "Remove vote card. Vote card must be removed to proceed voting." In this case, follow the instructions. If there are multiple types of ballots on the voting machine and the vote card has not been encoded, then there will be selections to make, such as precinct or party, prior to removing the vote card. Once all the proper selections have been made to activate the correct ballot for the voter, then the message will appear to remove the vote card. The poll worker should then confirm that a header printed on the VVPAT printer to ensure proper functionality of the VVPAT. At the top left of the first page of the ballot, the poll worker should confirm that the correct ballot has been activated for the voter. The poll worker should provide the voter with basic instructions on how to make selections, reviewing the paper record on the VVPAT, and pressing the red Cast Vote button to cast their ballot. We will now explain how a voter makes selections and casts their ballot. On the screen, the title of the office will appear in a header above the candidates. The vote limit for that office will also appear in the header. To make selections, voters simply push the button next to the candidate they wish to select. To make a different selection, the voter would push the button next to the selected candidate to deselect them. Making selections for an office will also update the vote limit message in the office header. Voters move to the next page of the ballot by selecting Next Page in the bottom right location. When the voter reaches the last page of the ballot, the bottom right button now says Verify Vote. Now, or at any other time, the voter can press the bottom left button to review and/or change their selections. After they have made all their selections, they press the bottom right button next to Verify Vote. Once Verify Vote has been selected, the VVPAT will print the office title and candidates they selected for them to review. If there is more than one page of paper selections, they select Approve and the next page of selection prints. Once they have reached the last page of paper selections, the red Cast Vote lights are lit and they press the red Cast Vote button to cast their ballot. The voter should then confirm that their printed selections scroll up and out of view and their ballot has now been cast. Any voting machine can be equipped for voters with visual impairments. To do so, locate the double talk speech device in the precinct kit bag. Before the vote card is inserted, connect this device to the printer and the ADA port towards the front of the booth. You may offer the voter the use of the county supplied headphones, or they may use their own. Now activate the voting machine with the vote card like you do for all voters. Guide the voter to the top left button of the voting machine. When they are ready, the voter presses this button to receive audible instructions on how to vote. When the voter is finished voting, unplug the double talk speech device and the voting machine will return to normal operation for the next voter. After the polls have closed and all eligible voters in line have voted, then you can begin the tallying process. Locate the infinity envelope. Within this envelope, locate the small tally envelope corresponding to each voting machine. Reminder, do not open these small tally envelopes until the polls are closed. Match each small tally envelope to the corresponding voting machine at the location by the serial number on the envelope. Open the envelope and remove the tally card. Confirm that the serial number on the back of the tally card matches the voting machine as well. Insert the red tally card into the voting machine and enter the security code provided in your election paperwork and hit Done. Select the Tally button. The voting machine will now tally and go into mode Tallied. Locate the zero-proof tally tape printer that was used in the morning, plug the printer in and turn it on. Select the Print Tally button. Print as many copies as your county requires. Remove the tally tapes from the printer and follow county procedures for signing the tapes. Remove the tally card from the machine and place the card and the tally tapes back in the small tally envelope, or follow county procedures if different. This machine can now be closed. Locate the small tally envelope for the next voting machine and repeat the tallying printing steps for each machine at the polling location.